Once again, this is Rob Thomas. I am here at the Vintage Automobile Museum in South Jersey. Just to give you a little look around the area. There's so much boating, beautiful boats, beautiful yachts, beautiful. I like to try and bring some interesting videos to you as often as I can. And this one's no different. Just want you to enjoy some of the things that I'm enjoying as well. Yeah. So I came down here from West Orange to check out some vintage cars. So why don't you come along with me and let's go and check out some vintage cars. Hello, sir. How are you?
Good afternoon. Welcome.
Yes, thank you. So far, we did a little video outside just to get an idea of what's in store for us, and it's looking good so far.
Okay.
What's your name, sir?
Mike Cara.
Mike Cara.
Yes.
Very nice to meet you, Mike. My name is Rob Thomas, and for the people that are watching this video, I'd like to just ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Not at all.
Okay. Let's just take a quick look at some of these cars before I do that, and then we're going to take another closer look. But right now, just to give you an idea, folks, as to what we're looking at and the beauty and the history of this place. So, Mike, how long have you been here?
I've been here 5 years.
5 years. Yeah. Okay, okay. And what brings you to this place?
So when I retired, I was looking for something to volunteer at. I've always loved old cars, classic cars. And I happened to stop in here one day and asked if they needed a volunteer.
Wonderful. Wonderful. And I have to ask you, what is one of your favorite cars here?
My favorite car here is the 1939 LaSalle. It's the second car here as you walk in.
Oh.
That was donated to us by a widow from New York.
Okay.
Her husband passed away. She was paying for storage. She put it in an auction, didn't get the number that she was looking for, that she thought it was worth.
Mm-hmm.
So she decided to donate it to the museum where she could come and visit it with her family from time to time.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So, Mike, do you get a lot of visitors here?
We do. We get probably 30 to 50 per weekend.
Wow. That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
And have you had any celebrities come through here?
Well, we had Bad Chad. I don't know. He's a YouTube car fabricator up in Nova Scotia.
Okay.
There's a picture of him right on the wall behind you.
Let's see.
He's partnered Jolene with our president.
Okay. Bad Chad. Huh?
Bad Chad, yes.
Okay. All right.
He was in the area for the Race of Gentlemen, which is held in Wildwood.
Okay.
And it got rained out. So I think they were looking for something to do, and they came up to the museum.
Nice, nice. So, you know, one of the things that I do, Mike, is I talk to a lot of people, especially about cars and about driving. That's my thing. Mm-hmm. As someone who does presentations for companies, school bus companies, trucking companies, I'm a former New Jersey State Certified Defensive Driving Instructor. I love everything to do with driving.
Okay.
So I had to come down here to see what was going on with these vintage cars because, like so many people, you know, I like to know, when did this one come out? When did that car come out? Mm-hmm. When was this built? Who built that? And just to refresh myself on the beginnings of driving. Because so many people today are behind the wheel, but they don't really know the history of driving. Mm-hmm. They don't know when the first car was built. And so many things are taken for granted, unfortunately. Right. So I like to continue to refresh myself on the history of driving and where cars come from, when they were built, and what it looked like back then.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're in luck. We have a replica of Henry Ford's quadricycle from 1896.
Okay.
It's not the real one. The real one's at the Henry Ford Museum in Detroit.
All right.
But we also have a 1903 Oldsmobile.
Okay.
And in front of all of the other vehicles, there are placards that you can delve into the facts. So you can walk around, check it out, and
Okay.
and yeah, and you'll be good. And you talk about vehicle safety. About 2 months ago, we had CBS in here. They did a piece on the history of the seatbelt.
Oh,
So
I wish I could have been here for that.
yeah.
One. The history of the seatbelt.
This history of seatbelt.
Wow.
When it started, when it was required, and how it was originally when they developed the seatbelt. People were asking the dealers to take them out of their cars back in the 50s. It wasn't really until the mid 60s where they started to take hold.
And today, so many people fail to put on their seatbelts.
Wow.
And again, it's about the history of the reason why a seatbelt was in a car in the first place.
Yeah.
It was all about safety.
Safety. Mm-hmm.
And it still is, folks. It still is. Mike, if you don't mind, would you like to take us around for a quick
Sure.
and to help a little history lesson here to help us appreciate what we have here? Some beautiful cars, folks. Beautiful. Look at these antiques.
This first one here is a 1922 Ford Model T Huckster wagon. So it's basically the forerunner of your pickup trucks and your. The chassis was a Model T, the same as the Model T car.
Yes.
Very little horsepower, so it was just a matter of the utility of it to bring goods to market.
Certainly has the Ford emblem there. So classic. Look at this, huh? Wow. Do you know? So when was this one actually?
1922.
And it was put online when? In 22?
Oh, this is a 1922 model. The Model T went up to 1928, and it started in I think the early 1900s.
Wow.
Yeah. Henry Ford did not want to stop making these.
I see.
He had to be convinced by his son Edsel to make a change over to the Model A because Chrysler, Chevrolet were coming out with more modern vehicles, more horsepower, hydraulic brakes, those sorts of things. That's a Model A over here.
Okay. And what was the top speed on the Model A over here? Do you remember?
I don't remember off the top of my head. 65 miles per hour.
65 miles per hour.
40 horsepower.
Wow. This is a beaut, too. You will never find tires like this, wheels like this, ever again. Look at the detail here. Look at this. Oh, wow. The lights. Beautiful. Beautiful. So classic. The emblem here. It says so much. Beautiful. Beautiful. And how many people would you say, well, it's a two-seater, right?
The rumble seat in the back.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Wow. You can get an extra two people back there, huh?
Get extra two. Squeeze them in.
Okay. And the classic luggage box here.
Mm-hmm. That's why they call it a trunk.
Interesting. Beautiful. How about this one here?
That's a Model T as well. So the truck and this have the same chassis, same engine. And this is a 1915 Model T.
Wow. So much rich history here. Even the timing belt was, wow, look at that. Look at this engine, folks. Look at this engine. For you history buffs.
And this was a crank
Look
start.
at that engine, huh? Yes. Look at that grill. Look at the detail here. detail. Wow. Beautiful. So were all of these cars brought here at the same time, or were they one by one, or how did you get
Yeah,
them?
these were donated to us one by one, although the Model A is on loan to us right now.
Okay.
All the others were donated to us over a number of years.
Okay. Okay. And I can see someone left the nice fur coat here, huh? Could you tell us a little bit about this one?
Yeah, so this is the a replica of the quadricycle, Henry Ford's first vehicle. And as you can see, it has a tiller to steer it instead of a steering wheel. The original one is on display at the Henry Ford Museum up in Detroit.
I'm sure this was quite interesting to drive, huh?
Sure. I'm sure it was. But again, it replaced the horse.
Yes, absolutely. And the brake handle here?
Mm-hmm.
Was it a combination of front and back, or just front brakes?
Oh, just I think they just had rear brakes.
Just rear brakes.
Yeah.
There you have it, folks. The quadricycle. 1896 Ford replica. Wow. Beautiful. And this one here, sir?
It's 1923 Maxwell. Maxwell was a very popular vehicle in the early part of the 20th century. It eventually ran into financial problems with a recession they had after World War I. It was taken over by Walter Chrysler. Chrysler.
What's your favorite car outside of the antiques?
Modern vehicles today?
Yes, what do you like?
I have a GMC Acadia.
Okay.
I'm an SUV guy.
And do you remember when you first learned to drive? Do you remember what that experience was like?
Yes.
Could you please tell us?
So I learned to drive on vacation in Pennsylvania with my brother, and he would go visit a young lady and left me alone waiting for him in the car. So by watching him and my dad and my granddad drive, I figured I could do this. So I did. I think I was like 15 years old.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. And do you have any interesting experiences up to date since you've been driving with today's traffic?
Well, traffic this time of year at the Jersey Shore is very, very crowded. And people today don't seem to follow most of the laws in terms of speed and distance and those sorts of things. So it's a challenge out there at times.
It is. It really is. And I appreciate your experience and sharing that with us. I talk about driver safety so much because it's important. And we're just trying to get people to, be more aware of what they're doing out there and how it affects others. So this one here, with the little doll here.
Sure, that's an 1803 Oldsmobile. That is not a replica. That's a real vehicle.
That is it, huh?
Mm-hmm. Wow. And as you can see, it's made of wood.
Yes.
As well as some steel, but mostly wood.
Okay. Wow. I wonder how many hours it took to put this together.
It's a good question. I'm not sure.
Very nice vehicle. Original, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So, how is the museum doing? What are the plans for the future of the museum?
Well, the museum is, we're holding our own. It's since COVID, we've lost a number of volunteers.
Okay.
So we're down on volunteers. So we had to cut back our hours. At one time, we were open on Wednesdays through Sunday. Now we're open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from noon to 4.
Okay.
We want to preserve the history of the automobile and share it with people.
Absolutely.
That's really our mission.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I certainly hope, even through this video, that more people take the time to come down here and take a look at some of the beautiful antique vehicles that we have, so you can kind of get a history lesson on some of the things that we missed out on.
Yeah, we don't charge admission, and we really want to share our knowledge.
Yes, absolutely. And this place is really, really, it's set in an area where I almost missed it, you know.
Yeah, it's a little difficult to find.
But it was absolutely worth every mile to come and visit. Do you see any more places like this opening up anytime soon?
I don't know. Not in this area. We haven't heard of any more. There's a number of private collections in the area, but
Okay.
again, they're private. And if you get in to see them by, joining in, local car club, sometimes you get in to see the private collections, and some of them are absolutely outstanding.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's another thing I do. I go to a lot of car clubs, and I really get a chance to speak to some pretty, dedicated people. I mean, they really put a lot into building these cars.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And you can see why. It's a love for the cars. These cars are just awesome. And even the more modern cars today, we can appreciate, because the industry's come so far.
Yeah, the vehicles
So far.
are much more comfortable, they're
Oh,
much
yeah.
safer,
Yes.
they perform better.
Yes.
As the saying goes, we've come a long way.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Wow. So, did you get a chance to bring these in at all, or were they already here?
No, we've had some changes over the years. We used to have a storage facility out in Whiting, New Jersey,
Uh-huh.
that we had to give up because the rent was raised exorbitantly high. So we had to get rid of some of the vehicles that we had. Some or others are in private storage in some of our volunteers' garages. So we would change this out every 2 to 3 months.
Right.
Now we make some small changes during the year, but we don't. We used to do a mass change every 2 to 3 months.
Okay. Okay. Wow. Well, I will say I have definitely enjoyed the opportunity to come and see these awesome antique cars and get a history lesson myself, because you continue to learn every day. You're
Yep.
going to learn something new every day, and I like to learn more about cars and how they got started, and really get a chance to see some of the rich history that's out there. And hopefully those of you who are watching this video, you too will take the time to, like I said earlier, try and come out here, or anywhere that you find some rich history, antique cars, even more modern day cars, just to talk to the drivers, the owners, and even those who know they have so much knowledge about vehicles. It's a pleasure to be able to talk with them. So, Mike, please, could you tell the audience where they could find this location?
Yes, so we're at 1800 Bay Avenue in Point Pleasant, New Jersey. It's at the Johnson Boat Works. When you pull up to the Boat Works, you make a left, and the road will bring you straight to our museum. We're open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from noon till about 4 o'clock. And admission is free, so come visit.
Thank you, Mike. We really appreciate that. And again, this is Rob Thomas, and as I always say, please keep your focus on the road. Please like and subscribe. Take care.